And guys, today I'm going to be talking about nephrotic syndrome. Yes, nephrotic syndrome is very different because today I'm just going to be talking about the mnemonic. So in the mnemonic over here is going to be kind of describing the different types of nephrotic syndrome and how you can remember them with a mnemonic. So I should I don't know why I wrote a review here. It should be mnemonic over here.
I said, hold on. I said, hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
So guys, first of all, the diseases can be divided into three main categories. The first category is called minimal change, second category is called drop the food item category, and the third one is obviously called special version. So the first category, minimal changes. Obviously you can tell from the title, it's very obvious that it's minimal changes in this type of disease. So what type of diseases have minimal changes? The two diseases are minimal change disease, obviously, and also focal segmental glomerulosclerosis. So what's going to happen in focal segmental glomerulosclerosis is that you can get effacement of the food processes. So very minimal stuff here so far. And also over here, obviously, as you remember, minimal change disease. So that means minimal change, no antibodies will be there on the glomerular-based membrane, mesenterium. There'll be no antibodies at all, and there'll be space again, effacement of the food processes. You're making very minimal changes. The next category is obviously drop the food items. So I don't see any focal things over here. So yeah guys, for the focal segmental glomerulosclerosis, it's a focal thing. It's kind of like a local. Again, the focal over here will be kind of indicating or pointing towards minimal. So these diseases is where we're dropping a food item onto the kidney.
I'm hungry. Me too. Make something.
Nephrotic syndrome. So that's going to be very important. So what's going to be there to drop the food item? Drop the food item is very simple. You can get diabetes. So in diabetes, you're dropping a sugar, right? You're dropping a sugar, like a sugar ball or a sugar nodule. You know what I'm getting? Sugar nodule. So you're adding sugar nodules. So what are these nodules called? They're called Kimson-Wilson nodules. So you're kind of dropping a nodule, and also in addition to that, amyloid. You're also dropping proteins. So you're not only dropping a sugar nodule or a sugar cube, you know what I'm saying, but you're also dropping a protein. So therefore you get protein in the mesangium, and obviously in the mesangium you're going to get Kimson-Wilson nodules. The last version is a special version. So why did I make it special? So I really want to emphasize on this S over here, because we're going to get a lot of things with S. So minimal. So that's going to be very important. And obviously over here, proteins. And okay, yeah, so over here, so back here, so this can be three S's. So when you think of membranous glomerulonephritis, you think, and you're like, is it a food item? No. Is it minimal changes? No. Is it a special version? And that's the only thing left. You get the S, you give subepithelium deposit, spike dome appearance, and then yeah. So the next one is called chronic glomerulonephritis. And what happens in this disease? Basically nothing. You just have nothing really on biopsy. You just have hematuria, proteinuria, the typical stuff. Nothing really appears here. So the last one is called membranoproliferative glomerulonephritis. So over here, guys, we can see that this one has two words. So membranoproliferative glomerulonephritis. So there are two words in each word. There's two words in total. So from that you can remember two. So mnemonic for this one is two. So two will be tram track appearance. Two will be two words. And always tram track appearance. Obviously two types. So the first type is called subendothelial deposits, and I'll help you guys to also remember that and how to differentiate from subepithelial deposits. I'll help you guys differentiate that as well. What's the catch over here? So yeah, the type 1 is obviously going to be subendothelial, and type 2, there's two types like I said. So the type 2 is going to be intramembranous. You're going to have autoantibodies that stabilize C3 convertase, which leads to overactivation of complement, inflammation, and low levels of circulating C3. So that's going to be the big. So that's going to be the main thing over here, that you're going to get obviously two types, and obviously the first type is going to be this is actually type 1, and obviously type 2 is going to be intramembranous associated with C3 nephritic factor. So you're putting antibodies against C3. So that's gonna be the main. So that's gonna be these. So we can quickly go over this again. And and how are you going to differentiate from subendothelium and subepithelium? don't worry. So basically, epi is less here. There's only 3 letters here, so that would be a less word. So my brain is going to remember nephritis. And then sub endo is longer. So endo, 4 letters, and obviously 4 divided by 2 is 2. So that will bring you back to 2 types, 2 term track. So hope guys this was useful. Please do let me know if it's useful. I'll make sure to make more about other pathology edition. Thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you guys next time.
Thank you very much, sir. I don't think you'll regret it.